Alright, well here we are with some green-white Enchantress in Modern, thanks to a whole variety of MH2 cards hitting the scene, making a splash, changing some things up for Modern. So, yeah, we played this over on the Collective Effort channel, which I'm a part of, in some Paper Magic videos, so if you're interested in that, go give that a check. On YouTube, Collective Effort MTG, where we played a list very similar to this. I think the 60 was the same, and then we didn't play sideboard, so I came up with a sideboard for it. But yeah, I kind of got beat up on it, and it got me to thinking that cards like Ghostly Prison and Sphere of Safety, when you have a Sterling Grove giving your other enchantment Shroud, is really hard for some of the creature-based decks to beat. And right now, there are quite a lot of creature-based aggro decks in MH2 Modern. I've seen a lot of the mono-red, like Hollow One decks. There's still a decent amount of prowess and a variety of things similar to that. So this is kind of going to be a challenge to see if we can take those things on and kind of give a whooping to them, with the exception of hopefully not losing too hard to control decks, which is why we've got all 4 Veil of Summers. We've got Heliod in here as something to sit on the battlefield. Then we have a Helix Pinnacle as a fun target that also gets to help us beat Infinite Life. So I will see you hopefully in match number 1. Here we are at match number 1, winning the die roll like absolute champs. Best thing you can do in Modern, no question. Alright, well, apologies for that. My dog is trying to say hello. I think we're going to probably start on this one to draw cards off of our Sterling Grove and In Search of Greatness. Sorry, I think we might be okay now. Yeah, anyway, playing against Tron, it looks like it's probably E-Tron due to this Mind Stone. Pretty unlikely that it is regular Tron. They don't typically play Mind Stone, but you never really know. Yeah, they had Tron anyway. So we'll see what they are, and this Sterling Grove might go find something, which is why I put this into play untapped. We shall see. Chalice on 1. That is fine. Yeah, so it is Eldrazi-Tron, and they have nothing else to do. Okay. Here I'm setting this up so we can, In Search of Greatness, this Solitary Confinement into play for free. Although, I may actually choose not to. Oh, it is cast, right? Okay, it is cast. So, I probably will then, because I do want to just, okay, well, Blast Zone definitely makes that awkward. What do we have that fights against that? Probably not much. We could grab a Suppression Field, but with the amount of mana they have, I don't think that really matters too much. It's going to be Thought-Knots here. That's Chalice on 2. Yikes. Oh, just Ballista for 2. That's fine. Okay, so I think we just want to play this. And then I'm just going to crack Sterling Grove for some cards. I guess we can only find one card. Well, I guess we can crack one Sterling Grove. We can Horizon Canopy that card. Then we can crack the other Sterling Grove. So I'm not sure what all we want to grab yet, but we'll figure that out in a bit. Probably a Suppression Field is one of them. And the other one might just be like a Ghostly Prison, to be honest. Suppression Field just to keep this Walking Ballista tamed down a little bit. Becomes super expensive to load up and pretty expensive to use. So, Suppression Field for sure. What is this? Oh, sure. I guess it's going to nuke their card anyway, so that makes sense. I guess we'll just Suppression Field for 1. And then maybe it's honestly just like Sigil of the Empty Throne. We can just cast that this next turn? Is that good enough? Or do we want something that draws us cards? It's probably one of the ones that draws us cards, huh? So it has to be this one? Okay. So next we can play that and play out Destiny Spinner, or we can play that and play out Suppression Field, actually, which is probably better. Sure. Chose not to attack. That is interesting. Oh, that's right, because it was Solitary Confinement. That's why. Oh, we don't get to draw that card. What am I thinking? Man, that was silly. Yeah, we should have just let the Solitary Confinement go there. Maybe we should have just found another one. Sure. The crappy part is now we have to kind of spend these out. And this next turn we have to just let the Solitary Confinement go. We let it go. We get the draw enchantment, play it for turn, cast this Utopia Sprawl into the Chalice just to draw a card, and then see where that brings us. Okay. So that's going to cost them 2 more mana. And they can't just go for... Yeah. Well, try to figure out what exactly we can do here to win. I don't think there's too much. Tron and Eldrazi Tron might be the only 2 really tough matchups for this. Ratchet Bomb. Okay, that costs so much mana. So I can't put a counter on that this turn. Okay. So we will not play this. Play this on this into the Chalice. Just to draw a card. Okay. Oh, this says they can't be countered. I completely forgot about that. That's hilarious. Beating up on Chalice, that's super funny. I hadn't realized that interaction whatsoever. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can't put a counter on that. That costs mana. Well, we're not in a good spot, but if we just rip some enchantments off the top, it might be okay. Yeah, this card, that costs 6 mana to do. Now we have a suppression field out. So that's a bit awkward. Means it's probably not going to do much. We're probably not going to be in a spot where that's going to work super well or do much for us. Oh, dismember. Okay. That's bad for us. So we're going to grab another card. Wonder what it's going to be. Maybe it's just liquid metal coating at this point. Worm coil. Sure. So now like a ghostly prism would be kind of a sweet draw. Yeah, ghostly prism would be a great draw. That's, all things considered, not the worst, because we can put, what do we put back on top? Probably has to be solitary confinement, just so we don't die, huh? But then we're really hoping it just rips super hot after that. You still can't put a counter on it, there's still a suppression field. Our opponent learned this the hard way. Yeah, I think it has to be solitary confinement we put on top, but then, boy, yeah, that's still not good for us. So if we put that on top, we'll cast it, we'll draw one card, and then we're just hoping and praying to do something better. This is Ulamog. Scoop to Ulamog, obviously. We aren't dead to Ballista, because suppression field. Plus Karn, I gotta pay 2 mana for it. Man, suppression field slows down Ratchet Bomb so much, because it's 2 mana to put a counter on it each time, and 2 mana to sacrifice it. Now, they do have close to infinite mana, so it's not great for us, but... Okay, so they probably do have... I guess it's not Ulamog. They'd be using the Eldrazi Temple, but maybe it's just another Ballista. Or maybe they're just trying to activate Ballista, but it costs a bunch of money, or a bunch of mana to do that. Yeah, so... Well, they can't shoot us because of, once again, suppression field. So, we're not dead yet. But we have to draw an enchantment off of this. Can we afford to... What if we put an enchantment on top first? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Land, play solitary confinement, just to ensure we have one enchantment. But then we have to discard it. I don't think we really can. I think we just kind of have to hope and pray here. Okay. Okay. Well, the bummer part is we have to just pass. We can't go land Ghostly Prison. Because if we did that, we'd be empty-handed, which means that we would ditch the solitary confinement. But we really need another card draw piece, because this Ghostly Prison we're going to cast, we're going to draw a card, but we don't draw a card for a turn, remember, off the solitary confinement. So that's a problem. We'll see. I mean, we're not in a great spot, but all of our cards are making their things very awkward, so that's better than nothing. only hope. Come on, come on, come on. Enchantment, 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 enchantment. Okay, okay. Okay. Still looking for more enchantments. Ugh, we fizzled. I guess we can play this tapped. We're not dead yet because since we drew 2 cards, we might be okay. And we can... Oh, shoot. I had to play that untapped so we could activate this at end of turn because of suppression field. I should have thought about that. We should have just played the plains, I guess. Yeah. Should have done that. So now, what if we set a stop on our upkeep? Sure. So what we're going to do is we are going to sacrifice Sterling Grove on our upkeep and grab Sigil of the Empty Throne and then cast it. So we have exactly 5 mana. Is there something else that's better for us here? I don't think so. What does this do? No, it doesn't help. Does Ice help? No. No. So, yeah. We have to go Sigil, and we have to just hope we can kill them. Oh, shoot. I completely forgot we don't draw a card. Okay. So I think we're dead. Just gonna pack it in here. Yep. Oh well. Just have to get out a little bit quicker. So on another suppression field. Honestly, I feel like we want more ghostly prisons too. These all seem fine. What do we not love? It's all pretty good. Maybe we don't want the Starfield. Maybe we don't need the Sphere since we're bringing ghostly prisons. And maybe we can just cut like 1 Utopia Sprawl in the face of Chalice. Sure. Yeah, this is fine. Not a hand that we can run this out on, but we get to Suppression Field on 2. So that's cool. Maybe that'll do some stuff for us. Wonder how many times, like I just messed up with solitary confinement, I wonder how many times other people are going to mess up with it too. Because it does kind of mess with the way that you would typically play Magic. Oh shoot, I should have grabbed the Snow Duel, huh? Okay. So now their maps and everything cost more mana, which is good. This next turn I'm going to get down a Ghostly Prison. So I have a Matter Reshaper, that's fine. I lied. I'm going to do this. I'm going to On Thin Ice and draw a card. I think that's better. I just want to draw a card at this point. Get our card draw engine going. This next turn, if they take our Ghostly Prison with the Thought-Knot Seer, we can still cast this, which is pretty good. And if they do that, that's fine too. Alright. Well, here we go. Is this not an enchantment? I for sure thought it was. Okay. I thought it was like one of the enchantment creatures, but I guess it isn't. That's fine. Natural Tron again, huh? Brutal. Let's see what they have as their payoff. 8 mana, so Worm Coil, Walking Ballista. Okay. Yeah, they cannot ping things. You cannot. That is correct. Utopias for all this one. I think they have Ghost Quarters in their deck, and if they do, I do not want to put all of our eggs into one basket here. Okay, and now the question is, do we want to Ghostly Prison? I think we do. I just want to get this down before they could Thought Knot Seer us. Man. No 4th lane kind of stinks, not gonna lie. But, oh well. So if they don't just shoot things down with this Walking Ballista, next turn we can play another Suppression Field, which is going to really dampen things. Make it a lot harder for them to do anything with this Walking Ballista. It's basically just going to be a big beater, but that will be fine for us, I think. Okay. Ugin is a problem, because that gets to take out things. It gets to actually destroy things. Yeah, them hitting Natural Tron is pretty brutal. So now they can take this out if they want. Yep. Yeah, it's not great. Okay, so we have another land. So we can Citizen Champion into the Suppression Field. I think I like that better. Just get this a little bigger. Now I can actually attack this. Seems fine. See what they get. Another Matter Shaper. Okay. So notably, Windswept Heath does get punked by our own Suppression Field. But we can potentially just Sigil and then start to race them pretty quick here. Like if we Sigil, we have how much mana next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't double spell next turn. So maybe it's better to Citizen plus... Yeah, Citizen plus Destiny Spinner might be better. Ugin's going to be tough to tangle with now. Oh, they're missing the fact that this reduces their spells by some amount of mana. Okay. So they're going to minus, go find something. It's probably just another Ratchet Bomb. Which stinks, but, you know, what can you do at this point? I think that probably does mean we have to just Sigil and start going, huh? Yeah, if they grab Ratchet Bomb, they can use the 2 floating mana that is not for Eldrazi and put 1 counter on it this turn, which I think would be good for them. Yep. They can put a counter on it right now, which I think would be smart. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just have to Sigil, and then in the following turns just kind of go off with these enchantments and just hope that making enough 4/4s is going to be good enough. Yep. play land, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, well, we'll go to discard. I guess at this point I can just discard this Windswept Heath. Next turn we're just going to try to make as many 4/4s as we possibly can. It's not going to be too many, unfortunately. I think we're going to like Enchantment's Presence into Destiny Spinner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We'll have 2 more mana left over after that. That's about it. Oh, did they draw an Ulamog? That changes everything. If they found an Ulamog, we're just dead. Oh. Well, what does that mean for us? It's like, if they cast anything, we just get 4/4s out of it. So I guess this just gets to kill our 2 enchantment draw creatures, is all this really does, right? I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else they can really do with that. Like, they take our turn, they just attack. Yeah, they just attack with both of them. Block with the Smasher on the 3/5 and the Emrakul on the other one. And yeah. And they just don't really cast any spells. I'm assuming, right? Like, I'd be pretty surprised if they did. I guess if they wanted, they could try to like cast some of the non-Enchantment's Presence enchantments and see if there's any way that they can try to get things done with like get our enchantment draw out of the way so we can't draw as many cards. Okay, this might change things. So they can take one of the draw cards here. Since they get to kill both of these. I think that's probably smart on their part. We'll see. Wait, what? They took the one that made our things uncounterable? Why? What does that do? Okay, well. Drew it anyway. Yeah, like I don't know. I guess they can like sack our Horizon Canopy to put us down on lands and then not play a land and like take a turn to mess with our mana. I guess that's one thing they could do. Yeah, might be one of the better things they can do, to be honest. Besides, obviously, just killing our 2 creatures, which is good. We will have to make sure that one of the cards we play out is a Solitary Confinement this next turn, however. So that we don't die to this Emrakul. So it'll probably be like Enchantress's Presence, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Enchantment's Presence into Solitary Confinement. That kind of stinks. But I guess after that we can kind of go off, which is pretty good. That's about all you can do, I think. I guess they could just play one of these Solitary Confinements for us so that we don't get to draw a card this next turn. Maybe that's actually better. Like if they sack our land and then play a Solitary Confinement. Just so we don't get to keep drawing cards. But then we can just like Enchantress's Presence. Enchantress's Presence. And just start drawing cards. Sure. Or they can just mana burn us for one. Is also something they are allowed to do. Okay. So it's going to start with this. And then I guess just has to be one of these, huh? Now we're at a spot where if we get to enough 4/4s, we can just kill them in the air. next turn we're just going to make a bunch of 4/4s. The scary part is this Ugin's going to go up, and then the turn after that, the Ugin can kill the solitary confinements. That's a little scary. Yeah, but I mean, we are going to have so many 4/4s at this point. That's probably fine. What do they grab now? Like Ensnaring Bridge? Then I don't know if they can kill us. I guess they probably can. With this Walking Ballista eventually. Locomotive Coating. Man, that costs a lot of mana too. Okay. I keep forgetting their cards cost 2 colorless less. So if their last mana they can like pump the Ballista once. Yeah. Okay. So here I'm just going to discard the land. And off to the races, I guess. Guess just play out this other confinement. Land? Okay. So now the question is, do we just attack them? Like, do we even worry about this Ugin? Because they have this to block. So I guess this kills... What does this kill? The suppression field? We probably want the suppression field to hang around, huh? So attack both at Ugin. Yep, I get to eat one. Ugin down. Pass here. And now they can put Ratchet Bomb up to 3, but they can't crack it yet. Now that it's at 3, since the suppression field gets to hang around, might be able to like Sterling Grove into something. Okay, this doesn't kill it. Becomes a 3/3 creature. You can't shoot it down with, well, I guess you can, right? It costs 2, 4, 6 mana, so you can shoot it down if you use your whole Ballista for it. Oh, sure, they just have a removal spell. Sure, whatever. It's this one, and I guess just one of these. So, can put a Seer Safety into play, huh? That's got to be pretty good. So if we do this, okay. Oh, I guess it costs 3 though with the suppression field, huh? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot. I think we have to do this. I guess we can grab On Thin Ice, actually. right? Just take down the Emrakul. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the best. Guess I want to play a 2-drop, huh? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. That's cool. Alright, pay better attention. Come on, what are we doing here? Jesus. I'll do this. We have 4 attackers. So I'll just send 2 at Karn. What a mistake. Good lord. I don't think it'll end up mattering too much, but I guess we'll see here. So they crack the Ratchet Bomb. They nuke all our 3-drops. But we still have a ridiculous amount of flyers just hanging around. Oh my goodness, they hit a blast zone. Oh no, that's so good. Holy smokes. Now hitting the Emrakul might actually matter. Oh, they're just gonna blow this on 1? Okay. I still don't think we're dead. Are we? They have another Blast Zone as their last card. Yikes. Okay, not hitting the Emrakul was obviously huge. Cannot believe we goofed that. Okay, so... let's see here. 4, 8, 12. We can do that. We can do that. We can go... here and here. 4, 6. And we can take 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we can't do that because they can shoot us for too much. Guess we have to block here. Yeah. Well, if we lose this one, it's because I hit the Reality Smasher instead of the Emrakul, which is a problem. Where are they shooting? It's us. Oh, are we just dead to this? Did I screw up? We are. Oh man, I am playing so loose today. Oh, no, we weren't dead. Oh, what was on top? Okay, so we're just gonna go Ghostly Prison, Ghostly Prison. This. Oh, man. Oh boy. All right. I will see you in match number 2. I'm gonna clean things up. We're gonna get it fixed up. Yeah, I'll see you in round number 2. All right, here we are, round number 2. Clean things up a little bit. I like this. It's not the craziest hand in the world, but I like that we do potentially have some removal. We got a solid 2-drop into a solid 3-drop, and then, you know, late game Sigil's going to be pretty busted, so, yeah. Just play this out tap to begin, and be on our way. Our opponent mulligan to 6. Hopefully it's not another Tron variant. It is not. That is good. Okay. I don't think we need to just deal with that right now, to be honest. This card's good, but the cards that are much better are Vengefines and Hollow Ones. So I kind of want to save this for those. If we can. Can't block. It's got Menace. Oh. I think we're just going to start getting these things down. And then next turn we can Citizen Champion and Anthenice something. Yep, sure can. Alright, they ditched a bunch of cards. Oh wow, that's how that works, huh? That's pretty sweet. So they get to Hollow One here. Hopefully they don't have more than one. That would be rough. Okay, now we don't have an Anthenice. That's a huge problem. And they found a Basking Root Walla. Okay. Yikes. Okay. Boy, this deck, when it goes off, it really goes off, huh? Alright. And they have at least one Hollow One? Shouldn't they have? Oh my goodness. I think we have to take this, unfortunately. Yikes. Okay, well, we drew another Anthenice, so that's good at least. I think we have to just take this out, to be honest, which kind of stinks, but that's where we're at. This next turn we can Citizen Champion in a Sterling Grove, maybe? Oh my goodness. Boy, the gas just does not stop, huh? Okay, we might just still be dead. Because they get to cast that now. They can land that. They can Root Walla here, which is a little scary. But I can just cast that, I guess. They have another Root Walla. Oh my goodness. This draw's been nuts. This is like insane. So now they get this back too. Oh my gosh. Are we just dead? Good lord. Yeah, I think, whatever. I'm just going to scoop it up. But you can see here, Rest in Pieces are great. The Ghostly Prisons are great. Just going to bring all these in. Can probably take this out. It's a little slow. Can probably take the In Search of Greatness and the Suppression Fields out. Those don't really do much. And then maybe just... Gosh, I don't know. One of the Sterling Groves, I guess, because I'm not sure. Yep, all seems good. Okay. Guess I like this because we have Utopia Sprawl into this and on Thin Ice on the second turn. Actually, I guess we need to draw a white source for that, so that's not necessarily true. Because we get to play this for sure, but we don't actually have a white source yet. So maybe that's wrong. Maybe we should have just let on this and then gone into Utopia Sprawl this. White source? Okay, that counts. Alright. I know this isn't the best creature, but I think in this instance, we just want to make sure we're not going to die. I think that's our best use here. Just don't want them to go off with Burning Inquiries and whatnot this turn if we can avoid it. Looks like they have one. Lightning Axe, okay. This is hollow one for 1 mana now. Ugh, that's gonna be brutal. So we can go Citizen Champion Arclight Tree here, or Arctic Tree Line. Oh, Asmore. Okay. Alright, well that's eventually going to be a good card for us. So that's the good news. Okay. Okay. Would have preferred to have drawn that for turn so we could have gone in a different order, but... Oops. I'm not going to attack, because otherwise they could just pay 2 and use this Asmore. Don't want that to happen. Okay. So I found one Ruwala. Oh, shoot, they get to do both. They don't get to attack with anything, though, so that's good at least. I think I'm just going to search up a... Wow. Yeah, good thing they don't get to attack. A Plains here. Just in case they have Blood Moon. Oh, sweet. That was pretty easy. That's part of the reason why I think that this is... actually probably a good deck to be playing right now, is this mono red deck's kind of been all over the place, and a Ghostly Prison's actually a really hard card for them to deal with. Obviously a Rest in Peace is very good too, but Ghostly Prison is very, very good. Oh man. Shoot. This has everything we want. So we get to go turn 1, play this. Turn 2, Utopia Sprawl on it. Turn 3, nothing. I'm going to keep, because I have faith that we're going to draw a land. Alright, and you know what? If we lose this, 100% on me. But I have faith that we're going to draw a land in some of the first 2 draw steps. Be great to draw it on 1, but... Did it. Oh my goodness. They ditched all lands. Oh, we might just die. We might just die. Oh boy. Okay, well now we have to get lucky again. We have to draw another land. That's a problem. Land? Okay. Yep. I'll pass the turn. It's a bummer. Now they can kind of go off this turn, maybe? If we draw a land, that'd be great. Because we could Utopia Sprawl plus Ghostly Prison. That's so good for us, wow. Okay, well. I think we want to do this. And Utopia Sprawl on this. Even though it gives them an opening to Lightning Axe here, I want to just... I was going to say try to draw to find another land, but... Obviously that did not work, and that is a bummer for us. Because now if they do have Lightning Axe, it's really bad. They don't. Okay. Okay, they did find a second land, though, which probably isn't good for us. It means that I think almost regardless of anything else, I'm going to need to get this Ghostly Prison down this next turn. That's probably what that means. Yeah. Be great to get this Sterling Grove down first. So drawing a land would be nice. Whoa, okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Let's kill this. They get to attack. Okay. Land? Yeah, that stinks. Really a bummer that they Burning and Creed us through 3 lands and we just couldn't find another land. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Not too much we could do about it. I'm just going to pay 2 to attack with this. Okay. Okay. Sure. I think we have to play this creature out. As much as I would like to play the Sterling Grove, I don't want to leave us dead to just 1 removal spell. And we'll double block. Only get to kill 1, and it's probably just the one that draws cards, which stinks, but oh well at this point. Okay, that's good. No. Oh wow. Okay. Well, that does it, I guess. I will see you in round number 2. Here we are, winning the die roll again. Just absolute champ when it comes to that. Super good. Luris. I think I want to keep this against Luris. Like, we have double Solitary Confinement, we have Enchantment's Presence, and double Ontenize? Yeah. I think I want to keep this. And we're going to know to fetch the tapped Snow land here so that Ontenize is on. Wonder if this is like one of the Gracious Luris decks. It is. Okay. So I saw our top card, but it's not really our top card. Next turn we get down this Enchantress's presence, I should say. I think that's better still. Obviously, it goes a little south if they like flip the Delver and find a way to flip this thing, but that's fine. We're gonna be drawing a bunch of cards here. Did not flip Delver. Well, that's good. Thanks. Okay. So how are they playing Luris? Is it white or is it black? Looks like it's white. Ooh, that's pretty good. I think I just want to tag this one because this gets pretty big pretty quickly. Do another solitary confinement. That's not great, actually. These Horizon Canopies are pretty awkward right now. Okay, so they did want to draw the card. That's interesting. Wonder what that could be. Maybe it's a creature? Just like another Sprite Dragon, maybe? Yeah. Yep. Alright, well. I think we have to play one of these. See if they let it resolve. Probably not. Ah, okay. Okay. Oh, I guess they could still. I was gonna say they could still counter. Some non-Horizon Canopy lands would be pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie. Would be pretty nice. And next turn we can start playing some more stuff. Ugh, no lands? Yikes. Okay. I'm going to tag the Delver this time because since we already have the Solitary Confinement in play, I want to not let them scry with their Delver. Okay, so it is black. Okay. Yeah, so that's why they're going to fetch both times here. I guess we'll just ditch one of the Solitary Confinements. Doesn't do anything, but thank you. So, I kind of want to start with this one. Wow, okay, that easy, huh? Alright, well we want Veils, for sure. Man, what do you board out with this deck is really tricky. Maybe I don't want all the Veils. I'll put 2 Veils in, because we do have the Destiny Spinner, and that's pretty great. Take this out, and I'll take out the Starfield of Nyx. I don't love the Starfield of Nyx, because against decks that have removal, turning your enchantments live against the removal just doesn't seem great. But I guess in the matchups where they don't have removal, or maybe if you've already used your sigil, that could be good. Okay. Well, I like that we have Destiny Spinner here, so I guess we'll keep based on that. Utopia Sprawl would be a great draw? No? Okay, let's play this tapped. I thought about if I wanted to fetch the tapped Snow Duel, so it's not in our deck to draw. but I think that's fine. I think I'd rather just fetch a basic here. Ooh, they have... Well, they can't force it. They could, subtlety it, if they had subtlety. I guess they can't have subtlety because they have... whatchamacallit? Luris is their companion. Okay. So I'm just going to put this set as a champion into play next turn, hopefully. So can't counter it, which is good. Man, we've drawn these canopies a lot. How many do we have? Do we have all 4? That might be too many. Yeah, we do. I think that's too many, to be honest. Maybe this attack is a little aggressive, but I'm not sure. They do have to turn this on or use a removal spell on this anyway. If they're going to do that, they're going to do that. So if they use a removal spell and can't turn this on and we're only taking 1, yeah, whatever. They brought in Wildfire against us just because we have Haunted Ice? Okay. Yeah, it's fine with me. I'll find a land. Guess it's not the worst, but I don't love it. So they have land sorcery. If they have, I guess if they have Bolt and Bobble, they could turn this on, huh? That would be kind of sick. Looks like they do not. Okay. I think I just want to start drawing cards here. Land. Good lord, we are so bad at drawing lands. So bad at drawing lands. Next turn, I really don't want a solitary confinement yet. We don't have, like, something I'm picking up from this is I don't really want a solitary confinement until we have at least 2 draw pieces in play if we can avoid it. Ghostly Prison will be an okay draw. Is this Cleansing Wildfire again? Oh, EE on 2. Okay. They kept their card on top. Okay. Well, let's do this. Yuck. Okay. I will attack with both of these two because they're probably going to be gone anyway. Really, they surveilled and didn't flip Delver. They just drew a land? Weird. What did they want to land for? Did they play Cryptic? That must be what it is, right? It's a little scary. Means they could bounce our Ghostly Prison at some point. Land? Oh my goodness, please. Please, I just want to land. I wonder if they're going to pop EE and then, like, drown this. Is that what's happening here? Or they could pop it and counterspell. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay. Still a Ghostly Prison in play. 3, 4, 5, 6. So they would have to have land bolt to kill us if we attack here. Put a Delver in their yard. Okay. I don't think we're going to win by just sitting back, so I'm going to get in there. And depending on what they do, maybe next turn we'll just play out this Sphere of Safety, which will make it really hard for them to attack us. Wow, that is a very aggressive block. Do they have Unearth or something? Okay, they have Wildfire. Okay. Well, this wouldn't be such a big deal if we weren't on turn, going into our turn 8, only finding 3 lands. But, oh well. I guess we will not Sphere of Safety them. Could Solitary Confinement them? Wait, what? Oh, because you don't pay, so it doesn't... Huh, that's nifty. So it can't attack. They wanted to keep up a counterspell, huh? What do I want to feed to the counterspell? I'm going to go with the Suppression Field. Because I don't think this matters too much. So they might let it resolve. If they let it resolve, then we get to draw a card. And if they don't, then we get to on Thin Ice this. Oh my goodness. $20 cards deep. 20 cards deep. Yikes. We have 6 lands. That ain't good. That ain't good. We wanted to cast that pre-combat. I didn't want them to be able to block and bolt this thing, which is why I did not give them the opportunity. And now I will try to on Thin Ice. And we'll see. Wow. Force it. Pitching spell. They chose not to cast. Okay, so they 100% have counterspell in their hand. Like, without a doubt, they have counterspell. Or something else to do with this 2 mana right here. Because they chose not to spell snare the Suppression Field. Which I think might have been a good call. They're attacking, so they have a way to kill this? Or they just have a bunch of blockers? Or do they just have double bolt? That would be a bit of a tilt, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have a Delver, that's why. Okay, well, now I guess we go to attacks. I'm gonna attack first. And then I'm gonna play a Solitary Confinement second main. And if they have a force, they have a force. If they don't, we win. Alright, I'll see you in round number 4. Alright, won the die roll again. What a champ. So good out here. Alright, not so good. Alright, we're going to try this again. Yeah, this looks better. I'm going to put the In Search of Greatness down because with all these 1-drops, it won't actually do anything. And I think because they showed us Luris, so we don't know exactly what they're doing, I just want to get this down. We already have some white sources, so I'm actually not super concerned with getting white on the Utopia Sprawl. So targeted themselves, so we're probably going to get Thoughtseized, which kind of stinks here, because if they take our Enchantress's presence, yeah. That's what I was worried about. Our hand's pretty slim. Doesn't really do much. Maybe they'll take on Thin Ice and we get lucky? No. Okay. Well, bummer. Maybe we draw one? Be pretty cool. No? Alright. I'm just going to get this into play tapped and get it out of the way. I could play the Temple Garden, but that would give them perfect info. I'd prefer not to do that if we don't have to. Alright, well, they got it anyway. Double Thought Season, you got us. Into Hex Drinker. We are probably dead. Probably dead. Yeah, Double Thought Season into Hex Drinker is pretty good. Is this just black-green? It's not even Jund? Huh. I'm just gonna level this up, okay. Oh, just once. Okay. One time on things? Yeah. Alright, well. We got some neat stuff going. We're probably still gonna die to these cards, but if we rip anything hot off the top, we do potentially get to draw cards, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Inquisition does nothing. Gotcha, buddy. Ooh, Dark Confidant's very scary, though, because now they get to draw cards. Okay. Do we think they play Assassin's Trophy? I guess we can play around it. Ooh, that's actually kind of sweet against the Hex Drinker. Okay. We drew some hot ones. We drew some hot ones. Alright. Just gonna pass. See what they draw. What they flip? Just a swamp. Okay. I'll Spellbomb. That doesn't do anything here. That costs a bunch of mana to activate. They chose not to play the swamp even though we knew about it, so that's interesting. Now Spellbomb is also bad because of... Oh, that was awesome. Alright, I'm going to bring in some number of these. We could probably bring in all 4 Veils. I don't know if I want to, though. I just don't like In Search of Greatness. I'm just going to cut the card. I'm just not a fan of it. Starfield can come out again. Just a lot of removal. And then, what do we not like? Suppression Field's probably not great. Like, yeah, it stops Hex Drinker, but that's it, right? I guess in Fetch Lands. Eh. I'll just do this. We could maybe consider some number of Ghostly Prisons, but there's a decent chance they've got to have Abrupt Decays or Assassin's Trophy somewhere in their deck. Okay. And now's the real question. Do we think Leyline is good enough to just stone cold snap off a keep? Yeah, alright. You know, if this is a little more competitive, maybe I wouldn't do this, but we're going to give it a shot. Hopefully they don't just go Hex Drinker on one. That would be pretty rough for us. Okay. Eventually that's going to be a good card. Hopefully we live long enough for that to matter. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Ooh, thanks for the black mana. Okay, we might not. On Thin Ice? On Thin Ice? That's kind of cute. We drew our, like, Urborg style card. Not a Verdant, okay. I do play it, okay. Goyf, okay. We need to draw a non-land, that's for sure. That would be cool. I don't think we can play that. We don't have any draw in play, so like it's just gonna sit there and do nothing. They're really good. Dark Confidants. Working overtime. Working overtime. Okay. We are in trouble. This probably means we're getting Thought Seized. But probably, I mean, most definitely means we're getting Thought Seized. Hopefully it's Inquisition. Dang it. Okay. So that takes the Sigil. Or should take the Sigil. And then... yeah, we're kind of screwed here. And a Hex Drinker, too. Okay. I don't love this, but I am going to cast this Solitary Confinement. They probably have a removal spell here, but they appear not to have one, okay. If they did, they probably should have cast it in response, just in case we had. And I guess we already played our land, so it doesn't matter, but... man, they are really good. They've had 4, 5 Bob triggers. They have another trophy. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Right, I guess we can't scoop it up, but probably dead. Okay. Yeah, what do we even need now? That ain't it. On thin ice, are we okay? No, okay. Wow, that was insane. They drew so many good cards and Bob never hit one of them. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright, well, let's try it again. I'd like a functional hand with a ley line this time. How about that? Nope. Alright, well, we'll keep this. I think I'll just put back the Yavimaya. Yeah. And they're just going to Ghost Quarter or someone? That'd be sick. Thoughtseize our Enchantment's presence. Good lord. That's brutal. That is brutal. Thoughtseize is a good card. Thoughtseize is a very good card. Feels hard to lose some games when you cast Thoughtseize. Okay. So that's pretty good. Now I kind of wish we had Suppression Fields. Oh my gosh. And they have the Abrupt Decay. Turn 1 Thoughtseize into turn 2 double threat into turn 3 Abrupt Decay our Enchantress. It's pretty good. Okay, you take our Confinement. I'm going to sack this on instep, I think, this Canopy. Man. I'll play this one out. Because the other one triggers this one. And not the other way around. Boy. They have it all, don't they? Onto nice? Dang. I have another removal spell, I bet. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Ooze instead of leveling that up. Okay. I guess that's fair. Alright, we're done here. Bummer. Bummer, bummer. Definitely feel like a fine matchup, but they definitely had the nuts for us that last game. The second game maybe could have just mulliganed to a better hand, for sure, but oh, look, here we are already. But tough to know. Definitely tough to know. See if we can fight for this 3-2 here now and pick this one up. Oh, finally lost the die roll. What a rough way to go. Rough way to go. Yeah, I think I like this. Get to Utopia Sprawl into like Destiny Spinner or Sterling Grove, either one. I think I'll probably forest Utopia Sprawl naming white so that I have the option and can potentially play this Temple Garden tapped if we need to. Looks like we might need to. Red fetches mean very aggressive decks, so what do we got? A Goblin Guide? Ah, this deck again. Alright. They probably think we're Heliod. Which, joke's on them. That deck would be much better. Alright. Oh, looks like we're probably going to get Hollow Wand here. Hopefully we don't get Vengevine too. We're probably going to get Hollow Wand. Okay. That's pretty scary. Could be 2 Hollow Wands. That would be pretty scary too. Could be a whole mess of Hollow Wands. Yep. Alright, I'll just play this out so we can start drawing cards. If the last card's a Bolt, I'm going to be a little sad, but it's the last card. They've used up basically everything else. This needs 3 to get back, right? And this makes 1. Are you kidding me? Oh my lord. So I get to get it back now? Yikes. Okay. Well, we can solitary confinement this next turn. I don't know if they can beat this card. The question is if they can find a way to kill this. Because it's currently the only way we have to draw cards. Oh, okay. Well, they decided they're off it. Cool. Well, we'll go with some Rest in Peace and some Ghostly Prisons. And take out the In Search of Greatness. Starfield. I don't know. And Sterling Grove. It's tough. Tough, tough, tough. Let's take out the Sphere of Safety because it's super expensive and maybe just one of the creatures. Destiny Spinner, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Maybe I'll leave that in over these. Yeah. Seems fine. Give that a shot. Under 30 seconds already for a game? Look at that. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright. Well, this hand has potential to be very explosive. If we draw a second land, or our whole hand could be gone. Okay, phew. Not a Burning Inquiry. That's good at least. I'll do this. I'll name green this time. Okay. He got us. You got us. Discarded your bartered cow. Alright. Don't love that, considering it pitched 3 really good enchantments. 2 of our confinements. Oh my goodness. Pitched 2 of our confinements. Wow. Whew. And they get a Troll King back here. And we don't have a Snowland to on Thin Ice here. That's sketch. Okay. So put this into play untapped. Green. Topia's for all this one named White. And I think we'll just play this Enchantress's Presence. And then next turn we can play this into Suppression Field and hope to do something. Oh. Or not. Or not. Basic Plains would be cool. No? Ah, that's not how that works. Alright, cool. Well, let's pack it in since we're in front of Basic Plains. Alright, I don't think there's much we want to change. Let's do the same thing. We'll just hope to have or find some basics. And we'll be fine. Look, we have and or found basics. So, keep. It's also a really good hand. So, Utopia Sprawl, named White. And we can potentially just rest in peace on turn 2. I think that might be the safe play so they can't do something explosive on their turn 2. Yeah, we'll see what they do. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Make the game a lot harder for them. Okay, you got it. You have a Basking Rootwalla. Next turn we can play this into Sterling Grove, which is pretty good. Cool, cool. Another rest in peace is kind of funny. So take a bit of damage here. I'll play out this Ghostly Prison next turn, assuming we still have it in hand. And if that is the case, we should be pretty set to go here. Fetch Mountain, play Blood Moon. Yep, that's fine. That's why we did things the way that we did. Yay! Alright, well, finish with a 3-2 that really could have been a 4-1 and kind of got nut drawed out of a, the other game. Although that was probably a pretty hard matchup considering they actually have ways to take our enchantments off the table, so I mean, this deck feels like easy money if you're running into a bunch of Prowess and a bunch of the mono-red Hollow One deck. If that's something you're playing against a bunch, I would highly recommend. If you're playing against a bunch of Control or potentially, green-black decks, things that have Abrupt Decays and Assassin's Trophies, maybe a little less so. The Sterling Groves can be very good, and the Destiny Spinners can be very good in the blue matchups, but if you don't have one exactly, it's kind of a big problem. I think the In Search of Greatness is a little cute. I don't think I actually like the card. I think I'd prefer to just have another Ghostly Prison in the main, potentially, or another suppression field in the main, or just basically any of these cards and just stick it over it in the main. I would prefer over it. I just don't love it. And then maybe there's a world where you have in your sideboard or in your main deck one of the very, very expensive enchantments, like one of the curses or something like that, for when you're generating a whole ton of mana and you don't have too much to do. Maybe that's something you could do. Play like the big, I think it's like 8 mana for a curse that just like it's like humility on a curse. That could be something to consider as well too. But overall, I think the deck's definitely got legs. It'll be interesting to see where it goes and if it takes off in the modern format. But yeah, cool stuff. Hopefully I will see you around next time. Thanks for watching.